Shilo Sanders, ejected after throwing a punch in preseason clash, Buccaneers versus Bills. It has not been the smoothest weekend for the Sanders family. Shilo Sanders, the son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders and the brother of quarterback Shadir Sanders, found himself at the center of controversy during the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Buffalo Bills preseason matchup. The incident unfolded in the middle of what appeared to be an ordinary play. The whistle had already blown, signaling the end of the action, but the physicality on the field didn't stop there. Zach Davidson, a tight end fighting for a roster spot with the Bills, continued blocking aggressively well after the play had effectively ended. That extra push beyond the whistle seemed to trigger frustration in Shilo Sanders, who was on the receiving end of the extended block. It's worth noting that situations like this are not uncommon in the preseason. Players on the bubble, those desperately competing to prove themselves, often try to demonstrate relentless effort. Coaches sometimes view playing through the whistle as a positive sign of toughness and commitment. Unfortunately, that same competitive edge can also escalate tensions, and that's exactly what happened here. Shilo's frustration boiled over. Instead of walking away, he retaliated. Cameras caught the moment clearly. Sanders swung his right arm and landed a punch squarely at Davidson. The strike was not subtle. It was a direct, open swing punch that left officials with no choice. In the NFL, throwing a punch is an automatic ejection, no matter the circumstances. The referees wasted no time sending Sanders to the locker room. The reaction on the field was immediate. One of Shilo's own teammates rushed over, seemingly in disbelief, attempting to calm him down and questioning his judgment. Sanders, still heated, pushed the teammate away, only adding to the impression of a player momentarily losing control of his emotions. For Shilo, the timing could not have been worse. As a young defensive back, he is still trying to carve out a place in the league. Every preseason snap is valuable, a chance to show coaches that he belongs on the 53-man roster. Instead of putting good tape on film, however, this moment of frustration may overshadow his efforts. It might even jeopardize his chance to secure a roster spot. And yet, you can sympathize with him to an extent. This could very well be one of his final opportunities to stick with the team, and the pressure is enormous. Playing under the legacy of a famous last name only adds to the expectations. When Davidson kept blocking after the whistle, Sanders clearly snapped, feeling disrespected in the moment. Still, sympathy doesn't excuse the action. The NFL has made it clear, discipline and emotional control are just as important as physical ability. The takeaway from this incident is a harsh but important lesson. Players must manage their tempers, especially in high-stakes situations. For Sanders, this preseason game was supposed to be about showcasing his talent and determination. Instead, it became a reminder of how quickly things can go wrong when emotions get the best of a player. As the dust settles, the focus will shift to whether this ejection affects Sanders' standing with the team. Coaches will review the tape, weigh his performance against his mistake, and decide if this moment of frustration defines him or becomes a turning point in his growth as a professional athlete.